Something is wrong with Boeing's 777X. Originally expected to enter service in 2020, it has faced a series of delays, pushing its debut to at least 2026, over 13 years after its launch. This timeline contrasts sharply with the original Boeing 777, which entered service just 5 years after its development began. The jet is also not popular among the airlines from the American continent, as no U.S. carrier has ordered it until now. So what's wrong? The 777X was launched as a response to Airbus's A350, specifically the upgraded A350-1000, which posed a direct threat to Boeing's popular 777-300ER. Instead of designing a completely new aircraft, Boeing opted to update the existing 777 platform with new wings, engines, and modern systems borrowed from the 787 Dreamliner, the same situation as with Boeing's 737 MAX, which also didn't end well. The main features of the newest widebody included massive GE9X engines, the largest jet engines ever built, and foldable wingtips designed to fit within existing airport gate restrictions, despite the plane's increased wingspan, another innovation in commercial aviation. However, the project quickly ran into significant challenges. Automation in fuselage assembly, introduced to reduce costs and improve efficiency, failed to deliver. Boeing's robotics system faced repeated malfunctions, leading to delays and ultimately being scrapped in favor of manual assembly. The new composite wing production facility also took time to reach full capacity, adding to the setbacks. Engine development became another bottleneck. General Electric's GE9X engines, while revolutionary, encountered performance shortfalls, durability concerns, and high-profile failures during testing, including a damaged engine during transit. Of course, these problems also increased the delay. In addition, in summer 2024, Boeing paused flight for some time due to a structural issue discovered during a post-flight inspection. According to Boeing, the part was a component that mounts the engine to the airplane itself. A similar finding was also made on 2 other test aircraft. This was another serious blow, as everybody knows how a bad engine mounting can lead to a crash similar to American Flight 191. Only a few months later, in October 2024, the American company announced that it would postpone the first 777X delivery to 2026 to focus more on production safety and quality. The prolonged machinist strike also played a role. This was a major blow for Boeing customers who were impatiently waiting for the new plane. Emirates, one of the largest customers with an order of 205 planes, has voiced repeated concerns. Some carriers have canceled or deferred their orders, while others switched to alternatives like the Boeing 787. Still, the 777X has over 450 confirmed orders, as airlines need the replacement for older 777 variants and even the Airbus A380. Despite all of these problems, the 777X still seems like a promising aircraft. With a projected 20% better per-seat fuel efficiency compared to the 777-300ER, it offers significant operational savings. In addition, passengers will also benefit, as the interior will be even more comfortable than the Dreamliner one, with higher humidity and cabin pressure. The cabin of the 777X will be also wider than in the older generation aircraft, so with the airlines maintaining 10 seats in a row, comfort will be significantly increased. The increased range will also enable airlines to launch more longer routes. So when everything sounds so optimistic, then why Delta, United, and American haven't ordered it yet? Well, there are a few reasons that make the newest 777 a slow seller. First, let's take a closer look at the U.S. aviation market. In the United States, there is no one big hub. For example, Emirates is concentrating all of its operations in Dubai, Qatar Airways in Doha, and British Airways in London. American carriers, on the contrary, are known for their multi-hub strategy, which is forced by the geography of the United States, where there is no single economic center with most of the commercial activity. Besides the high-capacity routes, such as New York to Los Angeles or San Francisco, many of the largest U.S. airlines like United would have trouble keeping a 777X full during the off-peak winter and summer seasons. As shown through aircraft orders, airlines like Delta are slowly shifting towards Airbus heavy fleets. This need for multiple planes of different sizes, ranging from short to long haul is causing many U.S. airlines to lean towards Airbus due to their wider selection of aircraft to choose from. There is also no major intercontinental transit hub in the U.S. The reason for this is the lack of sterile transit at American airports, as all arriving passengers are required to pass through the immigration and enter the country. In addition, there are also no routes with high passenger flows that will geographically pass over the U.S., as is the case with Dubai, Istanbul, or even Frankfurt. Flying in America is mostly about smaller planes and more frequencies. This is also why the A350 and 787 Dreamliner are extremely popular among U.S. airlines. Due to the same reason, Airbus A380 also has never been ordered by any of the air carriers from the American continent. United Airlines Senior Vice President of Global Network Planning and Alliances, Patrick Quayle, has revealed why the airline has not yet ordered the Boeing 777X. The reason American, Delta, and United didn't order the 7478, the A380, but also the 777X is for this very situation, in that the traffic is fragmented and splintered. American Airlines also rejected the 777X and 787-10 in 2018. Now, you most probably want to ask why both United and American operate 777-300ER, and out of sudden, find its newer variant too large. The answer is that the current 777 has around 350 seats in 3 classes, but the new 777-9X would have around 400, and the additional 50 seats make a huge difference, as they would most probably stay empty for most of the year. Airbus A350-1000 will be the most probable replacement of the 777 in the U.S. carrier's fleet, and Delta has already ordered 20 of them. The other problem with the 777X are the constant delays and production issues with current Boeing aircraft. Emirates, the largest customer, has said on multiple occasions that the 777X problems are very costly, as it forces them to rely longer on older jets, which often require cabin retrofit. The airline will even seek compensation for Boeing. The U.S. air carriers want to stay away from all of these problems and wait until everything is resolved. After all, the 737 MAX grounding hit them particularly hard, as their networks were heavily reliant on the new aircraft. Being the launch customer is not always the best thing for an airline, as for example, many of them are currently struggling with engine issues, grounding A220s, A320neos, and Embraer's E2. So will we see the 777X in America? Yes, and this will happen sooner than you may think. However, passengers most probably won't be able to fly on it, as the launch customer of the 777X in the United States will most likely be one of the 2 big cargo airlines, FedEx or UPS. The cargo variant of this aircraft is a completely different story, and many airlines will be fighting for it. When speaking about the passenger version, American Airlines is, in my opinion, the airline that will fly the new 777, as it will need to replace the aging older version, though United may also eventually order this aircraft. However, it will definitely not depart on the commercial flight until the end of the decade. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.